Trying to beat home the rain. Totally didn't do that. As you can see, it's raining. So, following the tips, not staying in the middle of the roadway, because first 10 minutes after a rain, it's usually the slickest, especially in the middle of the road. So, definitely going to avoid that if I can. Oh man. Pull off to the side here and put my phone in because I forgot to my hurry home from work. Forgot to whatchamacallit, hook it up to my thing and put it on my bike. So just gonna pull in here. Actually give me a little bit of reprieve from the rain. All right, I think I'm ready here. You know what, having this double gasket snow visor, or I think they call them pin shields or a lot of other things, it's definitely nice. If I had my normal shield, that shit would be fogged up right now due to all the wet and whatever. Not gonna lie, this is one of the first times I ever actually drove with it raining, and right when it first started raining, so very worrisome because I know the roads are very slick right at the start. But I know if I just stay the course and don't speed and try to be as safe as I can, I'll probably be okay. Always gotta be vigilant to be safety, right? At least that's kind of the motto you gotta live by anyway. Please don't go. Stay in the car, tire tracks. we had here. It's such a nice day out. Oh, watch, don't hit the roadkill. It's like almost the third time I've almost hit that. Gotta pay attention. You know what I don't get? I don't get why. I was watching a video the other day, and they were, it was Yimmy Noob, I believe, and he was posting things that were ridiculously overpriced for motorcycle use or whatever. And like, he posted, like, we all know Yimmy Noob hates Harleys, and I don't have anything against Harleys. I don't have anything against like their bikes or anything. I don't think they're bad bikes. I just think they are expensive. More expensive than what their bike should cost, probably, I would think. And I think they just know people will buy them, so they, you know, mark them up, obviously. You know, you're buying the name. But yeah, the price that some people will pay for stuff just because it has a Harley logo on it is crazy. Like, I think he posted a bucket so you could wash your bike. It was pretty much a normal bucket and had like a little shelf or whatever, I guess, that a sponge could sit on, which you could probably get for like $3 to fit in a regular size bucket on Amazon. They were selling it for like $37 or something. I'm like, how in the hell are people paying almost $40 for a bucket? I'm like, Yeti, the cooler company, is looking at Harley probably going, how the hell are you getting people to buy a bucket for almost $40? Like, it is absolutely crazy. Like, he also, I think, posted like it was like a small like blower thing to get the water droplets off your bike, to clean it off after you're done washing it, and they were charging like $140 for that. And it was like this small thing. You can go on AliExpress and probably pick one up for like 20 bucks. It's just insane. Like, I've heard they have really good clothing, like motorcycle clothing and all that. I heard that those are nice. I haven't went and tested anything for them, but I heard they're pretty nice. But I don't know, man. I don't know how, like, they have to be making so much money. Like, they can't be paying that much for all this stuff. Like, they have to be making it such an exuberant amount. Like, maybe this whole woke thing with Harley, they don't care, because they know some people won't leave their brand and they're still making money. So I don't know, it's just crazy. Like, I'm part of the millennial generation, so like, my whole thing is I want the best value bang for your buck. Just because I guess that's just how my generation is. I know we're very, like, more frugal in terms of best value for the money. So to me, like, the Japanese bikes all make more sense to me. Not that I don't like nice things, don't get me wrong, but like, I got this SV650. It's a very nice bike, and it's very economical, and it will run for a really long time. I love the fact that it, you know, will run for a really long time. It's plain Jane, I guess, but I like the look of it, and they'll run for a really long time, and they're good bikes. Like I paid around $2K for this. It's a 2002, so don't get me wrong, it's really old, but I mean, I'm sure I'll get at least another 10K out of this, probably way more if I take care of it. Which I plan on doing. Like, I don't know. Even like, if you buy brand new bikes nowadays, you can get like an MT-09 for like 11 grand, and I think the cheapest Harley you can get is like 12. It's just, I don't know. Like, you can get a Honda Rebel 1100 or whatever, which I guess will be on par for what the Harley Nightster is. That's like 9 or 10 grand at most, I think. So left here. This traffic looks pretty booty. Well, that car's coming pretty fast. I was like, oh, I'll be able to sneak in there. It's nice over here. All about that. Anyways, back to Harley being so expensive. If you're a Harley fan and you want to tell me why Harley's worth spending the money on, let me know, I guess, in the comments down below. But I don't know, for the money, I don't care about the name. I understand people grew up with Harley and they're into lifestyle because they love the Harley brand and that's what they rode their entire lives. I get it, I guess, on that end, but I can't justify it. And I think a lot of millennials are the same way. So I think, like, Harley as a brand is definitely dying, not because of the wokeness. I'm sure that's not helping either, but I think millennials and future generations aren't as into Harley as the prior generations were. So and they're nice bikes. I've ridden Harleys before, but I've also ridden, you know, the Japanese Big Four, cruisers, and sport bikes, and naked bikes. I grew up riding dirt bikes and all that, and we had friends that had Harleys and scramblers and everything, so I've tried a lot of things growing up. I mean, I haven't ridden a newer Harley, so I mean, I guess I don't have an opinion on that, but nothing about the price tags on them scream for me to want to go try. Like, I had a guy at work, he rides, and he runs like his local American Legion. They ride their bikes together. Anyways, he has a Harley and he wanted to go trade it in, maybe get a new one. Just recently he wanted to go get a Street Glide. I think he has a Sportster S right now, like a newer one. So anyway, he went to go look at a Street Glide, and he found one for like 14 grand or something like that he liked. But with his trade-in with his bike, they wanted to have like another 2.5K or something down, which he didn't have. So they were like, oh well, we could probably get you a new bike. So he went and picked one out, and he was like, you know, blah blah blah. And he's like, the guy came back and said, for you to get into this, the payments would be $478 a month. I'm like, dude, that's more than a car. I'm like, that's insane. I'm like, I don't even know if I would want a car that's $400 and some a month. So he said the guy was like, oh, I'll work the rebates in and everything, and he's like, the closest they could get was down to $450. I was like, I don't think he took the deal. I don't think he got a new bike, but that's crazy, man. That is crazy. Like, for the most part, especially where we live, like, you can't ride year round. If it was California or something, maybe $450 would be not that bad, because like I said, it's about what a car payment is. But if you live out in California or Florida, generally the weather is bearable to ride around in, you know. But like, I live in the northern states, so you could ride in the wintertime, don't get me wrong, but you can be freezing your ass off. And I plan on trying to ride as long as I possibly can. If it's not snowing on the ground or raining and it's just cold, I'm willing to take the cold. I'm all about that. But I've always been like a person that handles cold really well, though, so I don't think it's gonna be impactful on me as it normally does. I know that the wind is pretty bad. I mean, I've ridden in winter as a kid. Whenever I used to ride dirt bikes and that, we would ride in the winter time when it got really cold out. So I mean, I know the risks of the wind on the clothing, and it's a lot worse than it feels. But I also am someone that like pretty much only wears like a hoodie dead of winter. Like, so I guess you could say I could probably be part of the polar bear club. But we'll see. I'm going to try to ride as long as I can. Definitely am enjoying the gas savings, that's for sure. Like, this bike probably gets about the same miles per gallon that like a brand new Toyota Camry gets, because the job that I have, like I said, I do paratransit, and we have a bunch of Toyota Camry hybrids, and they get like, I think in the city like 45, 48 or something per gallon. So it's roughly probably what this gets, in the 40s. I really gotta start hitting my turn signal. I keep forgetting. But yeah, all love for Harleys. People that like Harleys, I'm not dissing them or anything. Trust me, I'm not against them. I just, to me, the price doesn't match what I would want to pay for a bike. Like, so if they were cheaper, and they cost the same amount as, like, say, a Honda Rebel does or whatever, you know, I would check them out probably, give them a look, give them a go. But they're always so much more expensive. And I also know, like, just from experience and in past jobs, I had people who were in like a biker club. They always were complaining that they had put their Harleys into the shop and get it fixed, and it was always being serviced. You know, and like with Honda, the joke is you could buy one and never change the oil; it will still run in 10 years. So, like, just the reliability factor is one of the reasons why I like the Japanese bikes more. They're built more to last. Maybe not so much nowadays, but I know back a little while ago they were, anyway. Like me, I grew up, I was always partial to Suzuki. When we rode dirt bikes, and I always wanted an RM 80 or 125 growing up. Never had to get one, you know, I never had a chance to get one, but I always wanted one. That was definitely my brand of choice. And I grew up in the 90s, so if you're into dirt bikes and motocross and shit in the 90s, of course you were a fucking huge fan of Jeremy McGrath. And he rode Honda and I think Suzuki afterwards, so like I was never a fan of Kawasaki's. I rode those back in the day. I didn't really like them. I myself owned a Yamaha. It was a street trail bike. It was a DT50, but it was bored out. Probably more like an 80, maybe 100, but I missed that bike. It was stolen. My brother rode a Suzuki DR 125. I like that bike too. That was a street trail. But yeah, so I'm definitely not against Suzuki, considering I own two of them. I have a Boulevard S40 that I picked up when my wife wanted to start riding again, and found that really cheap. But the guy maintained it like meticulously, so I was like, I really don't want to commute to work in this, so I went and looked for an SV650 because these are like workhorses. So I figured it would be a good bet for a commuter bike, which so far I am okay with.